Okay, so we're dead. Uh-oh.
No longer breathing.
No, we're just dead. So this is the story of our Loft 89 experience. So unreal when I say it out loud. Okay, so Taylor Allison is in that building.
We are dead.
I'm fine. No, I'm gonna be like perfectly okay.
No, we're just so okay right now.
It's gonna be so fine. It's great. We did Shake It Off because it came out the day before my birthday, first day of high school. That's just a cool song. It's a sweet song. Everyone loves Shake It Off. So the costume was super cool. We figured out how to make them. We made them by hand. We got to the arena at
like
1:45. We sat out by the tour buses. Nothing happened. And then at like 4 we left. We get a text from the girl who stayed, and she's like, "Taylor just drove by." So we're like, "Of course, that." Yeah.
Yeah, like literally 3 minutes after we walked away, she drives by and she's like, according to this girl, she was like on her phone then looked up and like waved at her, and it's like, really?
We sat in the actual line to get in. We were the first people in our line for about an hour and a half. This needs to stop.
We got there like to the actual line for an hour and a half, and then near the end of it, we within the last 10 minutes we just started like the two of us and this whole group of people around us, we just started singing Taylor songs. It was so fun, and
it was loud, and the people at security were like kind of bobbing their heads and stuff.
It's like, these guys are cool.
Yeah, and then we got in and we like sprinted to Taylor Nation. I'm not exaggerating, like full on sprint. There was this woman in front of me that like jumped up on the wall. It was insane. It probably hurt a couple people, you know.
And yet we still weren't the first people there.
So we took the picture at Taylor Nation. We went through Taylor Nation, we went to the Keds booth, and we took a picture, and we actually won free Keds. I'll pull it up on my Instagram right now.
It's just a normal thing, you know, just
hello.
Look way up close, just like we saw Taylor.
Oh my god, she touched us. Anyways, back to the story. We walked around again, went to our seats just to see where they were, walked around again, and we ended up staying at Taylor Nation for like a good 30 minutes because the girl working there was super sweet. It wasn't Kevin. Kevin is on vacation right now, apparently. But she was so sweet. We talked with her, and then she's like pulled out the speaker, and she's like, "Oh, look at this! Try and play music on this." And we're like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, we played some of her singles, and then like all of us around there were just dancing and singing along as we were making our way down the stairs, and it's like the lights went out, and it was honestly lucky that we had our costumes lit up, because otherwise we would have fallen down the stairs.
Yeah,
because
they were so bright. You're gonna see another picture of our costumes right now because they were
bright.
So bright. Like the people behind us kept looking back because they couldn't even concentrate on the show. It was so bright.
I'm still surprised you were able to find lights that bright. The lights are so bright, but they never blind. And then like at one point we got out our rave gloves.
Well,
we put it on like. I don't know, we put it on where, like, it started out as blue, and then it sort of, like, started changing colors and everything. It was really cool.
After that, they play the music, you know, as they do, the pop music, and we were just sitting in our seat, having a good time, using our Shake It Off costumes, which were so much fun, by the way. Like,
I'm pretty sure all the songs that they were playing between Vance Joy and when Taylor came on were songs that all came out in the year 1989.
We're just going nuts. Like, absolutely berserk. We're not paying any attention to the people around us, to what they're thinking of us. Like,
and like there's
I'm not kidding.
And there's people like up on the screen, and we're just like, honestly, I don't know about you, but I was hoping that like we would get on the screen or something.
Same, and I was trying, but I was like, I'm just gonna dance.
Yeah, and it's like, just be happy for the people that are up there, and it's like, it's just fun to watch their reactions too.
Then the lights went out. Okay, this is when it gets insane. The lights go out, and
everyone starts screaming.
Yeah, I'm ugly crying because Taylor Allison Swift pops up out of thin air, and likewise, her mom pops up out of thin air, like right next to us. I was ugly crying. I was like, It was great.
Yeah, it was. I saw an entirely different side of you tonight.
Swiftie, insane side.
Yeah. And so yeah, like Taylor literally just pops out on the stage, and she's there for like maybe 10 seconds, and you hear the opening of Welcome to New York, and we're both just
crying.
Oh my god,
literally crying. And then
I look over, and at first I thought that like
someone behind us.
I thought that, you noticed her first, honestly, but no, I think it was because the other people next to us were, like, trying to get our attention.
Because we weren't paying any attention to who was in the...
She was just hypnotized.
We were really not paying attention to getting into Loft, and I think that's really important.
Yeah.
But I think she noticed that.
You just need to have...
Just have a good time. Like,
have a good time.
Go around and be like, oh my god, you look so cute. You should get a Loft. And then people are like, oh my god. And you're like...
good vibes and make other people feel good.
Guys.
Yeah, it's a Taylor Swift concert. If you're being bitter at a Taylor Swift concert, you have problems.
Like, we left our stuff there, and we're like, if you steal someone's stuff at a Taylor Swift concert, like, you need therapy. Honestly, she's so...
Like, I look over, and then there's her mom, and before I had, forgotten what her mom looks like, honestly, but then I saw her, and I'm just like, is that...
And she's going like this.
Really? And she's like...
It was like there was a spotlight on her. I can so vividly picture Mama Swift right now.
I don't think it was a spotlight. I think it was just the light from our sign.
I know, when we turned to go see her, but it literally looked like a spotlight on her. And I was like,
it was like God's beam of light.
It was so funny though. She thought we were so insane because we walked past the two people next to us who were so nice, and so she's in the aisle, and I just look at her and she's like, "Have you met Taylor before?" And I go, "No." I just start sobbing more so. We're like, no. And then she sees, our insane reaction. She's like, you're not lying to me, right? And all of us, we just go, it's like, no. And we're like, we would never lie to you. And then the other woman that was with her, she has me, she's like, hold out your hand. And I'm just like, it's like I'm being proposed to. Oh my god, it was so funny.
I
was shaking so hard. I was literally like this, so the lady had to go like that, and then Andrea had to put the wristband on me because I was shaking. That's why it's so loose. I can just let it off my hand right now. It's so loose. I'm gonna put it on my other hand with all my other Taylor things.
And not take it off.
Because I was shaking. I was literally like, you saw me. I was like, it's like my whole body. I was like, and then she hands me the Loft certificate.
Andrea just came up to us! We just got lost! We got lost! Oh my god! Oh my god!
And our voices are destroyed, at least I know mine is.
We died dead right there. We were debating about...
We died twice, and then we actually got to watch her perform, and then we died thrice, and...
Then you got to meet her, and no.
And then, I honestly... tried not to just think. Even through the rest of the concert, I tried not to think about Loft.
Because otherwise, you just wanted it to be over.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to enjoy the concert so much because I'd just be thinking about, oh my god, I'm gonna meet her. But, I personally needed to actually see the concert, which is what I came for.
I know.
And then it
was hard because we're just I looked over.
Look at this. Look at this perfection.
We're gonna meet this.
There were people around us were just oh my god, can we take pictures with you? Can we take pictures with your signs? It's actually a much smaller room than I thought it would be.
Same. I kind of pictured it a lot.
I thought it was gonna be dark and fairy lights and everything, which
it was very light. It was very much a Loft.
It was New York. They had very New York, and oh my god.
She's so nice.
They're such good cookies.
I think they were the ones that she made, honestly.
Yeah. By the time that we actually ate the pizza, I mean, it was a really good pizza, but it was
lukewarm, but it was blessed.
Yeah, but it was
I have a half-empty water bottle I was drinking there after I met her because I was crying. I was trying to stop.
And they have...
I was like, I'm going to keep it because it's holy water.
They have 3 drinks in this backstage.
Oh, yeah.
Room. The 3 drinks are water, Coke, and Diet Coke. Those are your choices.
It's great. You also get cookies, cheese pizza, and pepperoni pizza. Eat the pizza, eat the cookies. Like, they do research on where to buy this pizza. I swear to God, it's not like Pizza Hut. Like, it was a local pizza restaurant. It was good.
It was so good, and I'm like, my thoughts on the way out were like, only the best for the queen. Taylor is so huggable.
She is. And when she hugs you, it's like all the little broken pieces of your soul just like squish back together. And we met Taylor, so okay. That's fine. I gotta thank her for saving my life. So she walks in, she pops out of nowhere, and her mom pops out of nowhere too, as they do. What? Like, it's magical, honestly. They just appear.
This, like...
I'm dead serious. Like, we saw her down the hall a little bit, and then she, like, was just there. She just appeared. It was great. It was so... Oh, my God. So, as she walks around the room, she talks to each group for a good, 5 minutes. So, Taylor comes around, and our whole dialogue, I can imagine her. She comes over, and I was like, before, I get carried away, and I start crying. I'm like, I just wanted to tell you that your music has got me through so much. It has literally saved my life. And she's like, I want to thank you so much. She goes, oh, thank you for saying that. That's so sweet. And she literally is like this. And she's like, oh my God, you just made my day. And I'm like, what?
Then she just, hugs her. And what I,
she hugged, and, the hug where all your broken pieces are just, smushed together.
And, what really, what I think hit me about that interaction was, she said, I'm so glad you're in a better place now.
It was,
and
I
could see you just, that last piece of your soul.
Was, stitched back on together. God, we met. Taylor Swift, thanked me and stuff. I was like, mm-mm. So then, what happened next?
And,
she looks at her costume, she's like, and this is insane.
And oh my God, I thought for, a couple times in the concert, I thought that she specifically waved at us, so I thought, maybe she, recognized us, maybe she'll, our costumes lit up, and so, we showed her,
so
we
showed her the lighting up
and
feature.
She's like, that's so cool, and...
She's like, you got some major,
You got some
electrical
major wiring.
Yeah, she's like, this is really
you're
electrical.
Really wired, and it's
she's like, this is so impressive. She picks up your sign to sign it, and she's like, this is so whoa. And she's like,
that was some major collage work.
Yeah,
expert collage work.
I'll put a picture of the signs in, but
and it's she's like that must have been so much cutting and gluing.
I was like, yeah, and I ran out of black and white photos, so I just pulled out your calendars, and I started cut out pictures of you in there, and she was like, oh my God, that is so cool. That is so awesome. I am so impressed. And then she's like, is there anything you want me to sign? She signed this, and she spelled my name wrong, but actually she spelled it right. And this is now my name.
Birth certificate.
Yeah, it's wrong on my birth certificate. Taylor Swift is right. It's close enough.
Before Taylor came over, Andrea was talking
to everyone.
Andrea is such a weird name for me to say because that's my mom's name
Mama
too.
Swift.
And I meant to say that to at least one of them, but I didn't. And I'm just...
So Mama Swift was walking around, she's talking to everyone. They go in opposite directions, you know what I mean? So she starts here, Taylor starts here, and they kind of go like that. Her mom came over and we were like, oh, now you can understand us. We learned how to speak English again, and she kind of laughed. And then we were talking about, she just popped out of nowhere. What did you even say to her? She was like, oh my God, I was just looking at you guys before the concert. And then they put the lights down, and someone said, oh, should we put them in the pit? And she's like, what we try and do is we try and light up the pit. So she's like, we pick some of the people who are really bright, have really bright lights on, and light up the pit. Because then it's Taylor gets to see all these lights and stuff. I'm like, that's the sweetest thing I've ever heard. She's like, no, but I was watching you guys, and I was like, they need Loft. I was like, okay. I think that's literally what I said.
It's still sinking in for me. I'm just reflecting on all this.
I was like, that sounds...
not hitting.
Okay, that sounds fake, but okay. That's literally what we were like.
Replaying the story in my head, it's okay, that sounds fake, but okay. And
yeah, so she came over and talked to us for a while. She's like, you guys are so adorable. Thanks for doing this. And we're just like, no, thank you for, like, you know, moving to Nashville and getting Taylor, like, letting Taylor perform in cafes and stuff. And I was like, I told her this was my 5th show at the Pepsi Center. I've been to every single sold out Taylor show there, which was all of them. But our picture is so cute. When we were explaining it to her, I just came up with it on the spot. We were talking about what we should do, and I, like, just vividly remember this picture of her on Tumblr where she was at the and she's like, and so we're like, Taylor, we need you. Do you remember that face you made at the VMAs for some photo? I don't know, but, and we redid it. We were like, I was like, this one. She's like, you think I remember what I did at the VMAs, but, you know, no, I don't remember. I was like, I think it was the VMAs, because you were wearing the outfit that you were wearing at the VMAs, which sounded so insane and so stalkerish.
But it's like somehow she knew what
she got what I was saying. Wow, the stream style. And she's like, oh my god, this is gonna be such a nice photo.
She's like, I'm a huge fan of this photo.
Yeah, and then it's the lady who runs Loft 89 comes and takes a photo, and Taylor, like, demands to see it afterwards. She, like, takes the phone from her, and she doesn't even really let us see it first. She was, like, so excited for this photo. She goes, oh my god, that is amazing. She's like, your legs are parallel. You're like
your knees are in the same place. And I'm just
she's wearing these heels that were like this big, you know. She was just like this tall. And she's like, she's
so tall.
It was so funny. We were like, can we, like, put our heads like this? She's like, if you can reach that high.
Like, which I forgot that she said that, but, like, when she said it, I'm just like
the sass is real.
Like, she said that, I just sort of had to look into the imaginary camera for a second. I'm just like,
because I legitimately cannot. I'm 5'9", and I could not hardly put my hand on her.
5'5" or something.
I could not hardly.
Her, like, I was standing up, and her shoulder was, like, here, and I'm like the whole time, like, that, like, I wish, like, when I was standing next to her, and, like, she was, like, talking to...
Oh, my goodness.
She was talking to her, and the whole time I'm just kind of, like, casually just leaning back, like, 3 inches or so.
No,
like,
she's so perfect. Okay, can we talk about this for a second? Perfect. Like, her eyeliner is perfect. She had no blemishes at all, and I'm like, I understand how you
is perfect.
Stage makeup every single night, and you just look beautiful. And yeah, her lipstick was perfect. She was perfect. Her outfit, you're gonna see in all our Loft pictures, but
after a concert, you would think, and this is how basically
everyone
every
else
performer is.
Everyone,
every human being, every normal human being.
To reiterate the point that she's not a human.
Like, normal people after performing are sweaty. They smell bad.
No.
They are, like, their hair is flat. And, like, mine, see? I was just dancing in the crowd and just being all hype, and my hair is flat. But, you know...
And you would think that Taylor Swift would be... No, she comes out, and it's not perfect. A long period of time. What I thought it was going to be like was we were going to sit back there for a good 45 minutes and wait for her to get ready. Nope. It was, like, 10.
Felt like 40. Yeah. She had, like,
she was perfect. There's no other way to describe it. She was absolutely perfect. So she was like, she's like, do you have something to sign? And I was like, oh yeah, and I pulled this out, of course. And she's like, thank you for having this. And I was like, oh, I just threw it in my bag. She's like, no, thank you for buying it. And I was like, what? I was like, Taylor... Like, of course I thought you're out. Like, Taylor, you're so sweet. She's so sweet, guys. She's an innocent cinnamon roll who needs to be protected at all costs. She literally smells like Lush bath bombs.
If anyone...
And she giggles when she sees lights turn on. Like, oh my god. I love her so much. So that was our Loft 89 experience. Really dragged out and vivid and eat the cookies and Loft 89. That was the story of how we died. Literally, we are dead. It was, like, my ride home should have been an ambulance.
Yeah. Right.
So we're died dead.